Sometimes, as I continue to play around with designs and ideas, what helps me normally is throwing in some of the background settings. So every time I create a character, normally I have the plot already in mind. I usually create the bio first, and then the look and feel comes afterwards. Sometimes this is a reverse. Sometimes I create the character design, like in a character that I created called Art. I had the actual illustration for a long time before I wrote the story and plotted it out, but in Doodie's case, it was simultaneous. So as I do the samurai, your mind just starts going in the creative process continues to flow, so you don't want to stop it. At least I don't stop it, and I just let it flourish and see where it goes from there. So Doodie, he has 3 fingers and 3 toes, and he's wearing your traditional sandal. So I'm adding those elements to it, and it's just a typical, well, not it's a really fun character. It's really garnered a lot of attention from the critics. I've gotten over 18 really good reviews from the series. So right now I'm in development. I'm actually working on the 2nd installment of the trade paperback for Disney in my toilet. It initially started out as individual comic books, but from an independent publisher standpoint, it's just not cost effective for, at least for me, to do individual stories. And the distributors are more inclined to distribute full trade paperbacks rather than individuals from a smaller, less funded company, which basically is me. I have a full-time job and this is what I do. So Doodie is my alter ego, and he's my life. He's my brother. So right now I'm just playing around and throwing in some backgrounds, throwing in some mountains, and you can tell I'm from New York because I said mountains instead of mountains. Just to a lot of times it ends up being in the art gallery on doodiesworld.com, because I do have an art gallery with a lot of the pinups and covers that never made it to print, some of them that did make it to print, some rough drafts, and there was a time where we did multiple covers for the first issue when we created a poll on digital webbing and got fan feedback as to which cover they thought was the better one to use on for the series and for the first debut issue. So for issue number 1 we actually had like 4 alternate covers, and we did about, and it was extremely limited. I mean, you're talking, I'm a small press publisher, so for the alternate covers there were only about 100 each. So if you got your hands on like the Samurai cover or the SWAT cover or the Rambo cover, which is extremely hard to find now, and it sold out pretty quickly. I did a cover where Doodie's in full arsenal, full garb, and bullets flying everywhere. Introduction of Stephen Platt when he used to do Prophet, or like Fighting Americans, where you had all the bullets all over the place and the smoke. Well, that's what I had. I had Doodie as like a Rambo Doodie, full soldier going all out. Right now I'm just playing around with the clouds, and I just let my pencil do the talking when it comes to clouds. I just play around and just see where it goes, see where it flows. Nothing. I don't follow those traditional cartoony clouds that you see in your traditional comics. I just see what happens, and it's almost like a vibrating format for me. I just the pencil speaking to my hand and saying follow me, and we're playing follow the leader. So and usually when I get into all this, it's just to keep that flow process. You don't want to stop that creative flow once you start. And this is what I normally do. I do something like this, an exercise like this, just to warm up the muscles before I start laying down the pencils for the actual storyline and the actual book. So this is, Samurai Doodie. This is my boy. This is my baby. You can visit doodiesworld.com or crazycomics.com for more on the characters and all the other different styles and designs for Doodie. And pick up the book. There's an in my toilet. You're guaranteed to laugh. Until next time, thank you. I'm Samuel Vera, and this is Drawing Samurai Doodie, the Crazy Comics. Bye. There's an alien in my toilet. First edition trade paperback in bookstores everywhere. Ask your bookstore or library to carry it today. And get your hands on the exclusive limited edition trading card series, only available at crazycomics.com.